Now we have understood how to execute query. We will understand next important part of query menu, which is explain. Select the statement and go to query menu. Click on explain current statement. Explain current statement will display the execution plan for this query. The execution plan provides very interesting information to user. For example, execution plan tells us if our query is using any index or not. If our query is using any special kind of join, execution plan also informs us about that. In our this select statement, we did not have any complexity. Hence our select type was simple and query has used primary key index. The length of primary key index was 2. This particular query has retrieved 1000 rows. Now we will execute a little bit more complex query and see how our result set which contains execution plan changes. Select the statement, click on a query menu and click on explain current statement. Now we have 2 rows, each row for each table used in this query. First table is film and second one is film actor. They are represented over here as film and film actor. The table film uses no index to retrieve the data. However, table film actor uses index which is idx underscore fk underscore film id. When you scroll all the way on the right, we can also see that there are 1000 rows retrieved from first table, whereas from the second table, there are only 2 rows are retrieved. The additional information which we can see in extra column says it is using temporary tables and file sort. Let's close our sidebar so we do not have to scroll every time to read the data in our execution plan. Now we will understand next feature related to explain. Select the statement and click on query menu. Visual explain current statement. As soon as we click that, we will see the entire execution plan which we have seen in text converted to graphics. In this visual graphical execution plan, we can see that it is using film table where primary key index is used. The length of the key is 2 and the column which was part of this primary key index was film ID. There was use of order by in this query which has sorted 1000 records written from this table. If you want, you can save this visual graphical representation of execution plan as an image. Click on this and it will ask you location where you want to save execution plan in PNG format. Once you save it, you can transmit this file to other user. Now, let's select our second query which is little bit more complicated. Select the statement, go to query menu and click on visually explain current statement. Let's turn off our output window for a moment so we get more real estate on a screen to see our visual graphical execution plan. This graphical execution plan is little bit more complex as we are using 2 different tables. We have a join and we are also ordering the entire table on actor ID. Here it is. From film, we are retrieving all the data. Hence, this particular table is sending 1000 rows to next operator. There is a second table which is film actor and it is sending 2 rows to a next operator. The join between these 2 tables is on film ID and to retrieve data film actor table is using key which is idx underscore fk underscore film ID. The next operator where both of these tables are sending data is nested loop. Once both of these tables are joined with nested loop operator, result is sent to next operator which is order by. Order by uses temporary table and with the help of file sort sorts the entire results and sends it to client. Once you are comfortable reading graphical execution plan, you will always use option of visual explain current statement.